Now then YouTube, I'm the Toff Man and welcome back to a complete guide on Thaumcraft 5. Now I must apologise straight off the bat guys, I'm currently ill, my throat and my voice isn't exactly great and I do apologise in advance. Now I'm actually doing a let's play of Thaumcraft 5 which I will be starting up again rather soon. But in this episode, what we're going to be concentrating on, guys, are the different wand cores and also staves and crafting scepters and bits and bobs that you can get through Thaumcraft 5. Also going through wand caps. Now, as stated in the last episode, I am doing timestamps. So if you're looking for something in particular, I'm going to cover everything. This is a complete guide. So I'm going to cover absolutely everything. And if you want to know how something works, go into the description, guys, and go ahead and click on one of those timestamps and it will get straight to the action for you guys. So, as also stated in the last episode, when we're making foci, you will notice that some of them require 200 vis. And you're wondering to yourself, Toff Man, I've only got an iron wand, and that will give me a capacity of 100. How do I get more capacity? Well, it's a combination of a few different things. The next wand core that will be available to you is the Greatwood wand core, and you can craft this in an arcane workbench with a couple of Greatwood logs and 15 per DTO in your iron capped wooden wand. Because at this stage, before you can get the Greatwood wand core, the only wand that will be available to you is the iron capped wooden wand. Everybody's got to start there. So carved from Greatwood logs, this rod has double the V storage potential of mundane wood, being able to store up to 250 Vs of each type. So this is where you get the actual potential to store more inside of it, is the Greatwood rod. Now, what do you do with that? Well, you can go ahead and you can stick iron caps on the end of it, but if you have a look, guys, iron caps have a detriment. Where is it? Oh, I might actually explain it in here for golden wand caps. Gold is a far superior focusing agent than iron, and wands capped with this material take no penalty when used to channel vis. So the iron ones do, because they aren't great wand caps, and that is the reason why you would want to make better wand caps going forwards. These are pretty easy to make as well, guys. 5 golden nuggets and you get 15 auto, ignis and air, and that will get you 1 gold cap. Don't forget that you need 2 of the same type of wand cap to be able to have a wand. So, if you were to make a Greatwood wand core with gold wand caps, for instance, it would have a 250 Vis storage potential, and you would be able to go ahead and make the wand focus fire. Now, looking at this, where was the other one? Nope, that was not that one. 200. But anyways, I'm just going to go forwards with this one. So the next one, elemental wand cores. These are interesting, they really are, because they've got different properties, and I'm going to go through them right now for you guys. The reed wand core, which you can craft with arcane infusion, so you will have to have that unlocked at this stage. And again, that'll probably be in a future episode. Balance shard and an air shard with a sugarcane, 12 air, 6 mortis and 6 potentia will be able to get you the reed rod. Now, a wand core made from reeds has a slightly greater storage potential than Greatwood cores. What makes it superior to Greatwood cores, however, is the level of air stored inside it drops below 10%. It will slowly replenish without the use of a node. Now, I'm wondering if it was also, because, I mean, you don't charge them from nodes anyway anymore, so I'm wondering if it means the environment as well. I don't know if that's a typo, if that's not been just hasn't been amended or what, but something to keep in mind there, guys. Blazing wand core, exactly the same, but instead ignis, once that drops below 10%, its fire nature will slowly replenish it. Obsidian wand core is terror, stored inside it below 10%, it will slowly replenish. The icy wand core is aqua, below 10%, and it will replenish itself. The quartz wand core below ordo below 10%, it will slowly replenish it. The bone wand core is per DTO below 10%, and that is the different elemental wand cores that you can get. Now the other thing are elemental staves. Now staves are slightly different. And these things can store a massive amount of vis, and it's more used for well, it's like Gandalf's staff, I would think. Yeah, there you go, look, reed staff core. So, like the elemental wand cores, these stave cores are linked to a specific primal element, which grants them additional abilities and slowly replenish their V stores if they get low enough. So there is the reed one, not the weed one. That is something totally different. 70 order. The blazing one, the obsidian one, the icy one, and the quartz one, and of course the bone staff core. Those will make staffs for you, or staves for you guys, which will be able to help towards the V's cost of using wand foci, for instance. It's very, very useful for elemental staves, or any staves for that matter, to be stuck with one of these ones, because you're using a ton of V's trying to kill things, and these staves are very, very useful for that. So the next thing on the list then is the Silverwood wand core. Now this is the top level of wand core that you can actually get. The Silverwood wand core does require arcane infusion, balance shard, all of the other shards, and a Silverwood log in the middle with 9 of each, including potentia, and the instability is moderate. But this is well worth it, guys, as you can store up to 500 V's of each type inside a Silverwood wand core. So we've now got a couple of different wand caps to take a look at as well. Now for what I'm going to show you next, guys, you need to know how to make alchemical brass, which is this right here. One iron ingot in with an aqua and a potentia will get you the alchemical brass. And there's a whole lot of stuff that you can do with alchemical brass, but we'll get to that as we go forwards. Now what you'll need is brass wand caps. Alchemical brass nuggets will get you the brass wand caps, and you need 15 of Ordo, Ignis and Air. Like gold, wand caps with this material take no penalty when used to channel V's. More importantly, however, is the fact that these caps can draw V's from the aura easier than normal, allowing the wands they are placed on to charge faster. Well worth looking at, guys. The next one is Thaumium wand caps. Now these things require 2 different steps to be able to be used. The inner Thaumium caps, in other words ones that you can't really use because they're not they haven't been energized yet. Thaumium nuggets, 30 Ordo, Ignis and Air. Thaumium is known for its ability to store and absorb magic, so using it to craft wand caps is a logical choice. It's very efficient at focusing V's of all types. Crafting these wand caps in an arcane workbench is not sufficient. They need to be infused with additional magical energy to make them usable. So the second stage, and remember you're going to have to do this with 2 caps, is to charge them. And you need to put them into an infusion with 3 Salis Mundis, 12 Potentia and 6 Aurum apiece, and you can get these charged Thaumium caps. But putting charged Thaumium caps on top of a Silverwood wand core is definitely the best way that you want to go for the best one that you can get. Furthermore, from there, we're going to get into magic staves. Wizards have knobs on the end. So it's basically, we've got elemental staves there, but magical staves is also required to get to elemental staves, should I say. Unfortunately, wands are stock and trade of a Thaumaturgy, but sometimes you want more bang for your buck. Magical staves are basically just bigger wands. They will be able to store more V's. Since they are physically larger and sturdier than a wand, they can actually be used as weapons in an emergency. Unfortunately, this makes it unsuitable for the intricate workmanship and fine control required by an arcane workbench or similar crafting. You cannot put magic staves into a arcane work table, for instance. But you can put something else in there, which I'll get to in a second. A staff made from a Greatwood has double the V storage potential of a Greatwood wand, being able to store up to 500 V's of each type. You still need to add caps to a stave rod, just as you would with any other wand. And again, the Greatwood staff core is basically a primal charm with 2 Greatwood rods and 40 Ordo, and that will get you one of them. The other option that you can go after taking the Silverwood wand core is to go ahead and get crafting scepters. Now these are really, really useful when crafting certain items. Crafting scepters are specialized wands made to be used to craft mystical objects and nothing else. Foci cannot be attached to them, but they have several features that still make them worthwhile using. Firstly, they have an additional 10% V discount above and beyond what their caps would normally grant. Secondly, they are able to hold 50% more V's than their cores would normally allow. Like other ones, they can be crafted using most combinations of rods and caps. just a few examples are given on the next page. So you've got all of the different caps that you can get with all of the different rods, but one thing that is, that is uniform is the primal charm, and you can get those. And basically you can see the capacity right there, which is really useful when using them in conjunction with this. So instead of putting your wand in there, you can put a crafting scepter in there, and it will give you so much more ability to be able to craft it. But you cannot put wand foci on top of it. Very, very important to know. And the last thing that we're going to have a look at, guys, is the Silverwood staff core. Staff cores from Silverwood can store up to 1,000 vis of each type, and that is the Silverwood staff core, which you can then stick things on top of, and so on and so forth. So the crafting scepters, there, you can get a Silverwood crafting scepter using the rod. But still worthy to note, guys, that the Silverwood staff core can get you 1,000 vis of each type. So if you're going to stick if you're going to stick foci on top of there, then that is probably the best staff core that you can go for. 120 ordo, though, is what it's going to take to be able to make the Silverwood staff core. Keep that in mind. Now, in the next episode, guys, we're going to go through all of this stuff up here. Very, very important stuff going on with this aura manipulation and totem poles, which are fantastic, guys, and also node attraction. Bringing some things back from Thaumcraft 3, I believe it was, that had all of the node manipulation and stuff like that. So, we will see you in the next episode. I do hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, please go ahead and leave a like, and I will see you next time. Until then, I've been the Toffman as always. Stay safe.